Hi there, guys. I think the Holy Spirit deposited something to me again, and this might be for you, so keep watching. By the way, just to get this out of the way, this is not a bindi, by the way, but it's just my pimple that's perfectly lined up in the center. But yeah, basically, the thing that he kind of wanted me to talk about was about backsliding and how most of the time it's not even because of big sins that causes you to have this, and it's more of like the small little things that creeps in into your life that eventually allows you to backslide and to completely fall out of first the church and second your community until eventually God himself, your relationship with him. One of the examples that he showed me was missing church, for example. Even though it was harmless, you weren't planning it, you were unintentional about it. The fact that you prioritize something over church, it and you allowed that to slip into your life. Those are kind of like one of the examples that would eventually allow you to fall out of Christianity in a way. And this doesn't, you guys get what I mean. This doesn't mean that, like if you get sick, you can't go to church and now you're gonna backslide. No, it's not like that. It's little things that you let yourself, you allow to slip in your life, that eventually that one time thing becomes 2-time thing, becomes 3 times, become 4 times, become 5 times, until eventually you don't show up to church anymore. And it's not even just church attendance in general. It's even like, disconnecting yourselves from people, from the voices of faith that, consistently helps pour in the word for you, pour in some affirmations of God for you. Avoiding them like once or twice until eventually you avoid them overall. You completely block them. And, there's a lot more examples to this, but one of the things that I could think of as well was possibly slacking off on your devotions. If you are a devoted Christian already, and you have already have that, build that routine already, and you started missing a couple here and there. And yeah, I know this could probably sound like, oh, that's over exaggerating. But, it's the little things, the little kings that eventually rules in our hearts and become the big kings of our life.